Hey y'all, how's it going? I got a quick video for you today. I'm going to tentatively call it How Not to Move a Motorcycle by Yourself. That's our current setup. That's our 810-pound KZ1300 Voyager. That's two car dollies strapped to a 4x4 that's barely lifting the back of the bike up off the ground. And then you can see I've got adjustable steering from the ratchet straps that are tied to the steering. So if I pull more, if I tighten this ratchet strap more, it turns to the right, vice versa over on the left side. This is all because Wyatt has decided he wants to do something with his bike, or might want to do something with his bike. Yet I'm home by myself and I cannot get it into the shop by myself. Nobody's here to drive the truck and steer the motorcycle. So I said, well, I think I can combo the two. And I'm hoping that these dollies in the back give me some adjustability, but right now I've got it steered to the right via tightening the right ratchet strap. So I'm going to tie it to the truck, give it a little tug, hope it doesn't fall over. Remember, I'm doing this because it weighs an astonishing 810 pounds, because it is the heavyweight champ of 1986. I'm not sure if I'll be able to film the process in action, but I'll be sure to show off when it goes poorly. Sit tight, be right back. Attempt number one. Hi, baby. Oh, man. I just didn't see that coming at all. I believe that's not the way to do it either. Sit rep. Massive chunk taken out of lawn. Bike, nearly an unwritable condition. Unwritable. Definitely not writable. Unwritable. I wonder if this thing... I bet that's the problem. I bet the 4x4 is the problem. Be right back. Cool. Absolute pile of garbage right here. I feel confident saying that was not the right approach. But what is? Kind of given up on getting into the shop, lest I throw it my back again, so we've got it connected to the truck. Before the starter button wasn't doing anything, now it's kind of doing that. I don't know how much you can hear. I mean, it's definitely drawing some power. I wonder if I'm not got a good connection, or if we got a relay that's mad somewhere. And this button also sucks. So this bike is pretty gross. There's all kinds of leaves and detritus in here. But I think the grossest thing I found so far is, and I'm not joking here, a full set of human teeth. I'm really weirded out. As you can see, right there looks like a vampire's set of teeth. What the hell is this? I need to take a break to remove these leaves and the rest of the Halloween prop teeth. So one of two things is happening. When we hit the starter, either it's clicking because there's not enough connection, like there's a shit connection between the jump leads and the battery, so there's not enough amps getting to the starter, or two, the motor is seized or locked up or mildly frozen for some reason or another. So I've pulled all the plugs out, which is not super easy given there's fucking 6 of them. And I dumped some oil down into the cylinders, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and see if some oil in the cylinders kind of freeze things up, and I'll see what happens. Okay, for some reason the next step was to remove the tank, and it smells terrible. But something interesting, we were wondering, since it is fuel injection, if there was like an in-tank pump or if it's going to be like an inline pump over on the bike. And I think it's over on the bike. What I first thought was an in-tank pump. I thought that was like an in-tank pump, but that has to be the fuel sender, or not fuel sender, but I guess like the gauge, the fuel gauge, which maybe be called a fuel sender unit. I don't know, but I think that is for the gauge, because it just has a regular vacuum feed petcock right there. So I'm assuming if you have like a regular vacuum feed petcock, you likely don't have an in-tank fuel pump. So that means actually it might be a little easier in case the pump in here doesn't cooperate. It'll be easier to find a pump and just do an inline pump there. Okay, I just mentioned that I wasn't sure how the fuel system works, but I think I've got an idea. This is what came off of, this is the petcock. I've got my hand. This came off the petcock, and that runs from there to there, all the way to this little guy, which must be some kind of fuel pump. I don't know what kind of fuel pump that is. Never seen a fuel pump that looks like that. But so your petcock, your petcock, which is that one, that runs to the fuel pump, and then this little guy in my hands right now goes up and over and down and feeds to this, which I'm guessing is a fuel pressure regulator. So it's a return system. That does not seem too complicated, to be honest. I like that. Cool. The more you know. But anyways, tank is off. Not really sure what else I can do right now. I really want to get it inside and mess with it. But if you made it this far, you can get a little bit of backstory, I guess, on the bike. We've had 3 of these now, these KZ1300s. I don't know why, other than the fact that they're 6 cylinders. They're inline 6s, which is, obviously the best engine layout possible. So we keep getting these things. We made our first one was pretty dope. It basically needed a battery and a fresh bit of fuel, and so we sold that and made a little bit of money off of it. Second one was a failure. Third one is this one. Not really sure if this is going to be failure or win like the first one. But yeah, this has been sitting we've had it for about 2 years now. And before that, gosh, it hasn't been registered since, let's see, December of 06. So just a quick 15 years ago since it's been registered, and who knows what it did before that, and after that, since it took a long time to get to us. But yeah, these are gigantic pain in the asses of bikes, but they're also really cool when they work, because again, this is a 6-cylinder and there's very few inline 6 bikes other than the CBX1100 and the KZ1300 GT from BMW. This is one of the few inline 6 bikes, so that's why we like them. They're neat. They're just huge and they're rare, so they're hard to get parts for. But we're hoping that we can get this going. It's got some cool stuff. It's got the all digital dash, which I think it's an 84. I think so. For 84, that's a wild amount of technology up there. Some of these had cruise control. This one has, that has a tape deck. I don't know what kind of tape deck. That might not be even a cassette. I think it is a cassette tape. It'd be amazing if it was an 8-track tape deck, but I think it's a cassette tape deck. But I mean, these had a lot of cool technology. They're definitely rare, hard to find. I don't think I've ever seen one on the road. So that's why we want to, it'd be neat to see this on the road again. If it does end up on the road, it'll be without this massive fairing, because none of us want to do motorcycle touring ever again. But yeah, single headlight, get rid of all the cargo bags and cages and such. But yeah, gotta make it work first. So let us know if you enjoyed this one and you want to see more KZ1300 content. If so, we'll try to give it to you. If not, I understand. These things are boring to some people. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. You see that? That's where it used to be. It's not there anymore. Because it's right there. Fuck.